Hello and welcome to Design or Design. My name is Maria and I do fashion. I love fashion and fashion is just such an inspiration for me that I started a YouTube channel about it. Alright, so today in this video it's gonna go into some passionate subjects that are not the greatest. So basically in this video I'm going to be talking about the trends that I'm not looking forward to and the reasons why, or the trends that I just hate. This is simply my taste. It does not say that you shouldn't try it yourself, but it's just my opinion and yeah, anyways, okay. The thing I want to say is like, I'm not attacking you if you like it, okay? All right. So without further ado, let's get into it. The first thing is first, Y2K. Y2K, and everything is revolving Y2K. So the first one would be the low-rise pants trend. So, reason why it looks good on the models that we're talking about here is because they're really tall and then they have really long legs. The only person who I would advise to, wear these pants, maybe somebody with really long legs and really short torso and quite skinny. That way, the lower rise kind of elongates your upper half and makes your body looks a little bit more proportional. But let's face it, everybody wants to have longer legs. Yeah, so here we are. And further on, having the low rise so low that you see underwear underneath, or having like built-in underwear straps of some sort. If you have a perfect body, sure, if you're a model, go ahead, wear it. It looks pretty good. But in the real world, these is going to highlight your muffin top, and like looking at the runway, not every model looks great on it. The thing that I remember the most is constantly trying to yank those pants up so my underwear won't show, and yeah, it's not a good image. The next one up is micro skirt, like really super mini skirts. I think I would be okay with the skirts that start from the waist, like a high waist skirt, but it's quite short. But those mini skirts like from Miu Miu that just kind of covers your underwear, that's not a very good look. I would be super conscious wearing it, and basically people with very thin legs can pull it off quite well. For me, I have an issue with that because I have very thick upper thighs, and where you have a line on your body, that's where your eye goes, and that makes your legs look wider. So yes, I'm not here for it. I tend to prefer to hide my underwear from the public and not display it. Thus, I will not be going for this trend whatsoever. But that's all right, you guys. If you wanna do it, do it. I would encourage you to try maybe something with a slit on the side. That way it has a little bit more comfort for you, just there's more range of motion, and the way that it's cut, it actually has a little bit of elongation going on right there. Just because there's a slit, it kind of gives you an open leg that seems a little bit longer. Don't get me wrong, I believe that the models that are wearing it look fabulous, but they are models, you guys. There are maybe like 5% of actual girls that look like this. So yeah. All right, next one up is color. Although I am a fan of color, this is kind of a warning of such, that color is the quickest thing that would go out of style. And if you are going for color just because you want to stay trendy, then consider maybe not doing so. If you love color and you've worn color before and you know which color to go for, like which color actually goes well with your skin tone, then go for it. But if you tend to not do it and you just want to do it for the hell of it to stay trendy, then I'd encourage you not to waste the resources of this planet and not contribute to its pollution. Because if you'll buy it, you probably won't wear it further than the season. All right, next one up is sheerness. And I'm okay with a layered sheerness, like for instance, what I'm wearing right now. Everything is covered, but there are some sheer aspects to it. But when there is kind of a sheer on sheer action happening, it's a little too much. So this is being called the new sexy, and I believe that it's too sexy. I think if your nipple is showing, that's just a little bit too much. Maybe it's just my age showing, maybe it's just like because I am a mother and nipples are kind of sacred for the breastfeeding. So yeah, I don't know. Or like in David Coma having the black underwear showing through. It's interesting. I don't know. I would prefer it without the black underwear there, but you know, to each their own. Like, I'm okay if it has a bra underneath of some sort, or maybe like a bikini top layered with that thing. But yeah, wearing sheer on just like your naked body, it's a little too much. I understand that it's not our job as a female to, you know, figure out how not to be super attractive, but you know, there are limits. There's a lot of sheer on sheer action. I would hide my boobs. I would try to match my bra to, like, I don't know, my skin tone, or maybe have it like an accent on it. Blue Marines, see-through pants. Like, what's up with that? Yeah, I don't understand. And it doesn't really look good because you can see the pockets underneath and all the stitching, and it's just too much. Okay, I can see like superstars wearing it on a red carpet maybe for that shock effect to, you know, to get ratings up or something. But for actual people to be wearing this, no, no, thank you. I'm okay with covered nipples. All right, moving on now. If you're enjoying this content so far and you would like to support my channel, then consider to like this video and maybe even write a little nice comment down below, or even subscribe if you're not already, because 90% of you aren't. I'm talking to you. All right, the next trend up would be fringe. Although it looks amazing, it looks breathtaking, there's so much work that was put into it, and it's probably super expensive. It is not at all practical whatsoever. Like, I have kids, I have a life that I need to live, and fringe honestly gets in a way. I can just imagine my daughter just braiding all that fringe or making like little knots when I'm just like standing there, and I can also see it getting stuck in things. Like, once I was driving and I had a really long scarf, and apparently the full scarf didn't enter the car, so majority of it was dragged all through the city, and it was raining, so it like soaked all of that up, and it's just, yeah, I cannot look at that scarf in the same way again. Also, I have a fringed shirt that has fringe on the sleeves, and I'm so distracted whenever I'm driving just because like I'm trying to play with it all the time, and sometimes when I was driving a stick, it actually got caught in the handbrake, and I couldn't switch the gears just because I didn't want to ruin the top. So yes, you can see, you can imagine all the difficulties. I'm thinking of like going onto an escalator, it getting stuck somewhere, or maybe on an elevator, or maybe something else. I'm just picturing all these horrible things, but it does look very beautiful. So for superstars on red carpet, sure. For real life scenarios, maybe not. And it's such a difficult piece to actually take care of and dry clean or wash or even store, just because of all of those little fringes. If you're like thinking about fringe, maybe think about a shorter fringe, nothing super long, because with length comes responsibility. All right, so we talked about fringe on the outfits, and there's also fringe on bags too. There's a tendency to have both of those fringy. And you can see that most of the fringe ends up touching the floor sometimes. I don't want my bag to be the sweeper of everything that I like walk around. So no, thank you. Okay, So the next trend we're talking about bags now is a muff bag. So that means a furry bag. It is kind of a hot trend right now to have a furry bag, and all I can say is, can you imagine how disgusting it is going to be in a few months? I just thinking of like all the places that I put my bag and how it's gonna look once it been like to the trip to the ladies' room with me. I even like putting it on a counter. Sometimes it's like covered in soap and water. Like I no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. All right, let's talk about the shoes now. And the hottest trend at the moment is clogs. Even the name itself is just making me like barf a little bit inside. uh, I don't know. Is it the new chunky shoe, like the chunky sneakers that a lot of people like so much at the moment? I tried really hard. I did go to the store, I tried them on, and they just look like grandpa slippers, and they're not super comfortable for me. I understand if it's like a day-to-day thing, maybe take out the garbage can, okay, maybe go to, I don't know, get your kids to school kind of a shoe, maybe all around the house that you don't need to like lace up, but like actually wearing as a fashion statement, no, thank you. No, 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 no. Okay, another shoes that I would probably avoid would be like a textured shoe that has maybe fur or like puffy, fluffy stuff on it, like in Fendi. Let's think about it. So shoes are the things that touch the floor, right? And on the floor, it can be either like dry or wet. If it's dry, it's very dusty. So all of that is going to get dust on it. Our feet tend to sweat. And when they do, like all of that goes into the fur, and then like it's just gonna be looking all weird and stuff. Another reason is once it's wet, it actually gonna pick up all and absorb everything from the ground. And I don't think it's a good idea to wear fluffy shoes. Yeah. Maybe they look cute, like I actually like the Fendi ones that have like fur on the outside, but yeah. No, not for me. Thank you. All right, and let's talk about hats. So we still see some bucket hats, but very, very minimum amount. And I feel like bucket hats are so over at the moment, and especially like textured ones, if they have fur, those are such a fad that like, oh my goodness. If you're buying it to kind of have a beach hat of some sort, go ahead. But I feel like they had their moment, and I'm not looking for them to return anytime soon. Okay. All right. Another hat that was presented on the runways was the baseball hat. I don't know. Like, I like the ones that were paired with a headscarf, like in Versace and Versace Fendi collaboration, but just having like an old dad's hat, baseball hat is not for me. All right. Alien-esque sunglasses. We see a lot of that in Balenciaga as well as in Acne Studios, and for some reason I don't think that these type of sunglasses will become a classical pair that everybody would go for. I feel like it would be only this like little chunk in time that they might look trendy, but other than that, I feel like they're gonna go out of style very soon. And I don't think that they're super duper flattering. They mostly look like you're trying to be an alien of some sort. Okay, the next one up is very huge, large statement earrings. I don't like them for the way that they look. They look really cool, and sometimes the outfits need a statement. But I'm just worried about the earlobes, you guys. Your ears are very easy to stretch and to kind of age. There are actually plastic surgeries that are happening around the world right now to cut down your earlobe, just because when you get older they do start to sag, especially if you wear really heavy earrings. So just be cautious if you're buying very large earrings online. Maybe, find if you can return them if they're too heavy. If you're buying them in person, just wait. How, like, sometimes they're made hollow, right? So they're not as heavy. Sometimes they're made out of like lighter materials. So make sure to be gentle with your ears, okay? All right. Okay, the next trend we're going to be talking about is the beauty trend, and it's like bright lips. We have really dark lips. We have very like classic red lips on the runway. We have like really odd colors on runway too. And we also have very glossy lips. And like, did the designers forget that we're in pandemic and we all need to wear masks all the time? I do miss lip gloss and I do miss my lipsticks, but come on you guys, it is not possible for us to be wearing these bright colors just because it's either gonna get like on the mask and then all over our face, or it's just gonna get stuck to something. Yeah, I don't know, I only wear lipstick on these videos, you guys, and it is very odd that we have so many lipstick shades and no masks at all on the runways. I didn't see a single mask that was there. Like, designers, are you like not paying attention to what's going on? Maybe they were hoping that by the time that this happens that we will no longer need masks, but it's not the reality that we're living for. Maybe get some N95 masks with designer like logos on it or something, or like show us how to wear the mask with your outfit. And on that point, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope nobody took it to their heart. Maybe, hopefully I wasn't offending anybody. We need to take a look at fashion and not everything is going to be liked by everybody. So these are the things that I don't like. And it's okay if you like them. And if it's okay if you also not like them. Please comment down below the trend that you are hating at the moment. I'm sure there's going to be some loud opinions in there, but please don't take each other's comments as criticism. It's just up to everybody. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're gonna have a great rest of your day, and yeah, stay classy. Bye.